Here's the uncomfortable truth. Nobody selling you a nicotine patch wants to say out loud, trying to quit smoking through sheer willpower is one of the worst bets you can make. The numbers are brutal. Most people who white-knuckle their way through cold turkey are smoking again within a week. It is not because they are weak. It is because willpower is the wrong tool aimed at the wrong target. So let me tell you about something that sounds completely insane the first time you hear it. It is a 6-day psychological system. And for the first 5 days, it tells you to keep smoking. No quitting, no cutting down, light up exactly like normal. Then on day 6, something strange happens. You do not fight to quit. You do not grit your teeth and suffer. You just lose interest and you put your last cigarette down. Voluntarily. I know how that sounds. Stay with me because the psychology behind it is genuinely fascinating. And once it clicks, you cannot unsee it. First, why do the usual methods fail so badly? Think about the standard toolkit: patches, gums, lozenges, the basic apps that count your smoke-free days. Most stop smoking aids on the shelf, and most quit smoking aids your doctor hands you share one fatal flaw. They only attack the chemical. They manage nicotine withdrawal, and that is it. Here is the problem. Your addiction was never only chemical. After years of smoking, your brain wired the cigarette into your entire life. Coffee, stress, the drive home, a phone call ending. Those triggers fire a craving automatically, long before logic ever shows up. So the patch tops up the nicotine, but those smoking cessation aids never touch the wiring. That is why people who manage to stop physically still feel miserable, twitchy, and one bad day from relapse. The body quit. The mind didn't. This is exactly where most smoking cessation programs and stop smoking programs go wrong. They treat a mental problem with a purely physical fix. So how does the 6-day trick rewire the actual mindset? It runs a dual-layer attack, hitting the brain on 2 levels at once. On the conscious level, it uses cognitive behavioral therapy and rational emotive behavior therapy. In plain terms, CBT puts your automatic thoughts on trial. Take the biggest lie every smoker believes. Smoking relieves my stress. Does it? Nicotine actually raises your heart rate and your blood pressure. What the cigarette relieves is the withdrawal the last cigarette created. You are not calming down. You are just topping up. Once you see that clearly, the belief loses its grip. Then REBT goes one level deeper, attacking the rigid demand underneath. I need this. It quietly downgrades that need into a simple want. And a want is something you can decline without a crisis. But conscious logic alone is not enough, because a huge amount of smoking runs below conscious thought. That is where the subconscious layer comes in. The system uses clinical self-hypnosis, which sounds dramatic but really isn't. Hypnotherapy to quit smoking is not a stage act, and it is not mind control. It is deep relaxation paired with heightened suggestibility, where your loud, critical inner voice quiets down and your subconscious opens up to new ideas. That matters, because those automatic associations live in the subconscious. Hypnotherapy to quit smoking, used as one layer of a bigger system, reaches the exact place where the cravings actually live and starts loosening them at the root. Stack CBT, REBT, and self-hypnosis together, and you are dismantling the addiction from the top and the bottom at the same time. Now the part that makes it all work. You keep smoking. For those first 5 days, while you smoke, the program has you run small exercises during the act itself. You slow down. You pay full attention to the taste, the smell, and what you actually feel before, during, and after. And here is the magic. Most people smoke on autopilot. The cigarette is a 5-star fantasy in their head. But when you pay real attention, the illusion cracks in real time. The thing you worshipped suddenly tastes like ash. Your brain watches the pleasure fail to show up over and over with the cigarette literally in your hand. By day 6, you are not giving up a treasure. You already watched it turn to nothing. Putting it down feels less like a sacrifice and more like an anticlimax, which is exactly the point. So where do you actually get this system? The clearest example I have found is a quit smoking app called QuitSure, and it is worth being precise here. This is not a basic daily counter. It is a structured 6-day smoking cessation program that packages this entire psychological stack into one guided quit smoking program. You can try day 1 for free, so you can feel how it works before committing to anything, and the full program is a small, reasonable fee after that. Now, does it actually work, or is this just a nice theory? This is where it separates itself from the flood of smoking cessation apps out there. Open any app store and you will scroll past one stop smoking app after another, plus endless apps to stop smoking, and most of them are just a free quit smoking app built around a streak counter and a few motivational quotes. Almost none have ever been studied. Finding one genuinely tested smoking cessation app in that pile is the real challenge. QuitSure has the research. It is peer-reviewed and published in JMIR, the Journal of Medical Internet Research, reporting an 80.1% success rate among program completers at the 30-day mark. Let me be straight with you about that number, though. It applies to people who actually finish the 6 days, not someone who downloads it, opens it once, and forgets it exists. Do the program, and the odds are genuinely strong. Skip it, and no app on earth can save you. With over 3 million downloads worldwide, a lot of people have already put that to the test. So here is the real takeaway. The best way to stop smoking was never about suffering harder or proving how much pain you can survive. That entire framing is the trap. The smarter move is to change what is happening inside your head so the craving simply stops showing up. You are not fighting the cigarette anymore. You just stopped wanting it. If you have tried everything and felt like a failure, you were never the problem. Your tools were. So when you go looking for the best app to quit smoking, it really comes down to one question. Does it fix the mindset or just count the days? And when you want the best way to stop smoking for good, fixing the mindset is the only thing that has ever truly mattered. QuitSure is in the app stores, and the link is in the description below.